Hello 7th graders and welcome to another writing video. I forgot to put my usual moniker up here, which is Andrew B. Watts writing video. And I also usually try to remember to put this whole thing into Palatino type because Palatino is one of my favorite typefaces. So there we go. In class today we were talking about bleeding Kansas, and we were also talking about outlining for thesis, antithesis, and synthesis style arguments. Remember that in a thesis, antithesis, synthesis argument, we want to present three paragraphs. The first paragraph is the existing conditions. The antithesis is the forces that want change, and the synthesis is the new set of relationships between the thesis and the antithesis. For the purpose of our argument today, our thesis is that pro-slavery forces are in control. And when you are setting up your thesis, your antithesis, and your synthesis, it's a good idea to give yourself a complete sentence that frames the debate as clearly as possible before you write anything down. Our antithesis in this case is going to be anti-slavery forces see few options for ending slavery anymore. And then finally, both sides will attack each other in the events of bleeding Kansas in 1855, 1856. And you would then have to go into these and actually write your paragraphs. I've actually written something here which I'm going to show to you like this. And I haven't done this as very fancy grammar at all. These are my notes. I'm going to have to clean these up and turn them into strong paragraphs later. But I'm going to say that the Compromise of 1850, which was my last synthesis, is in fact a pro-slavery Trojan horse. It looks like a gift from God for the peace of the Union, but it's an opportunity for the slave states to get what they want. Strong laws enforcing slavery and fugitive slaves required to return to the South imposed on Northerners. Popular sovereignty replacing limitations. Congress trying to limit slave ownership, or Congress gives up trying to limit slave ownership and gives that power to the states, and the Kansas-Nebraska Act of 1854, which Stephen Douglas of Illinois proposes and Franklin Pierce signs into law, which invites slavery north of the Missouri Compromise. So that's the thesis. Again, not a clean paragraph, quick and dirty, but I'm going to run with it once I get the rest of my thesis and antithesis worked out. Second bit, and here I am building it up. Uncle Tom's Cabin, which is a book, so it's going to get bold-faced or underlined. Uncle Tom's Cabin by Harriet Beecher Stowe helps Northerners understand that slavery is a moral issue and the South is on the wrong side. Dred Scott decision in 1857 helps northern states that have already abolished slavery. It helps those northern states see that their laws have no force in the face of the Fugitive Slave Act. Slaves can be moved across state lines easily, leading to a slippery slope acceptance of slavery. Kansas-Nebraska seen as an end to the Missouri Compromise. Open resistance becomes the only option. Slave-owning interests control Congress, the presidency, the Supreme Court. Both sides will attack each other in the events of bleeding Kansas. Now becomes my synthesis. I can write about bleeding Kansas in very strong terms because I've set up such a strong thesis and antithesis. I hope this helps you with your own writing tonight.